Hello everyone and welcome to VRML 3. Today, we have a very interesting match against Worldwide Warriors versus Toaster Strudels, two new and upcoming rookie teams battling it out in this Season 11 Week 1 match. Very excited to be here. I'm your host, TheSkyJoker, and I hope everyone is having a good day so far, and thank you for joining me. Let's go ahead and take a look at these bans that these teams are bringing in. Very interested to see these rookie teams go at it. I always enjoy seeing the new things that they bring in. Rookie teams always find a way to break the meta that us more seasoned, well, me not quite a season, but more veteran teams tend to get stuck in or find themselves doing over and over. So for our bans we got going on the side of the Warriors, they have banned Bazaar. Interesting choice, actually one of my personal favorites, if not my absolute favorite in Onward. And then on the side of Toaster Strudels, we got a ban of Suburbia. And map 1 is starting at the Downfall. Let's go ahead and get that up here. So on the home side, Bazaar. Curious, I don't know anything about the players on these teams, so this could go either way in my mind as far as the winning team. Without any prior knowledge, I did notice, however, that on the VRML site, we have a huge push for, I believe it is Weekend Warriors to take this. Yes, the Worldwide Warriors take the popularity vote 48, with Toaster Strudels only bringing 4. So apparently the community knows a little bit more than I do and are highly anticipating a worldwide victory here. So we'll see if that comes to par. We do have all 5 in the lobby coming in now, so I will let them know that we are ready. And we will prepare to get things going here. This is my first official cast as a VRML caster, so I'm very excited for this, and I hope everyone enjoys this. If there's any issues with the audio or video, please let me know, and I can get those sorted. Let's go ahead and get this in. And for our first objective, throw you up into the game here, we are actually starting with the lower dumpster objective. This could get interesting as there is possibility for a quick spawn down at the end there. Very interested to see if we get that. I want to see how aggressive these rookie teams play and how meta their defenses are. Let's see if they've picked up some tricks from the veterans or if they've made up some of their own. So we do have everybody. It looks like we've got a couple of reservists on the side of Toaster Strudels. Irvadi from Old Brothers in Arms coming in, along with El Vegas, a very well-known reservist. I imagine that these two will definitely spice things up coming into these bronze players with their experience. So we'll definitely see how that plays into the mix of everything. Still waiting on them to finish their tent strategizings. I imagine that they'll spend some extra time in there. As, again, they are new players, they will want to utilize as much time as they can. In order to fully prepare for the match that's underway. Go ahead and prepare. Let's see. So on the side of Worldwide Warriors, we have Sir Wilson, Little Leo, Magnet 81, Arc Elite, and Naughty Shore. Versus, on the side of Toaster Strudels, we got Joe Cheser, Toasty Skater, and Mel the Great. And then again, the two reservists, Vadi and Vegas. As we wait for this anticipated match, again, 48 people opting for this Worldwide Warriors to sweep Toaster Strudels. And as I say that, we are underway to round number 1. And it looks like Worldwide Warriors are starting in that northeast spawn, not getting the quick spawn that Vegas and Toasty are currently looking for. Go ahead and throw up the lasers. Everybody's favorite feature. And the 6 minutes are underway. The attack team taking a quick south push. As a team, it looks like they're a little hesitant to cross out a spawn. Might be afraid of some early lines getting picks, but one of them is pushing straight out. Sir Wilson making a quick, aggressive move towards the upper red truck. Joe Cheser taking position in center hotel. Might be the first one to get an angle on this. The main focal point of the attack being in the east. Shots from Body. Trying to pick some of them off. Doesn't quite connect with anybody. He's going for a rotation after those shots. Doesn't want to double peek the same angle. Smart move. Oh, but he's going to get caught out by Sir Wilson. Making that rotation out in the open. Now down to a 5v4. Vegas holding a very meta angle, holding towards the west in the dark room. Joe Cheser peeking out. Looking for the shots. Now getting return fired. Doesn't manage to catch anybody, though. Lots of lasers going across the map. Sir Wilson now looking for another pick. Down through this window. Cheser returning that response. Got the nice LMG positioning out here. Mel the Great now looking for one pick. Onto Elite over there on North Bungalow. Can't quite seem to catch him, though. Shots back from Sir Wilson. An upper red truck, but there is a flank coming out from the far east. Toasty Skater now aware of this.
Hey, come here with me.
More shots from Center Hotel. Shots from lower dumpster.
You watch south, I'll watch, and we have an objective cover.
Vegas playing a little bit of a quarterback position, using his veteran knowledge to help out. Joe Cheser trying to keep them suppressed up there in the east buildings. Not connecting with anybody, though. Just doesn't want them peeking on his fellow defenders. Arc looking for the angle onto Cheser. Ooh, sounds like some sniper shots. Yeah, with the 12X and a drum mag on the M16 with the bipod. Looking for Cheser. Oh, and he catches him. Only downing, though, with Cheser now being in a really good position to gather intel. He can give as much callouts as he wants, and the attackers cannot confirm that. Oh, he's going for the second shot
of the far dumpster.
Onto Mel.
The little shack. He's behind a wall.
Lots of callouts coming out here.
He's got
valuable intel.
He's hiding right now.
Ark now making his approach down the center. A little bit wary of going around this angle, though. Chezzer still in that nice position. Not going to get revived more than likely, as he's in a really tough spot to rotate to. Like I said, for the time that he takes to bleed out, he can give out plenty of information. Worldwide Warriors doing a really good job at surrounding the objective right now. With 2 minutes on the clock, they do have enough time to make their push. Still rotating around. They've got a nice crescent coming around the objective, fully surrounding the defenders. If they time their attack right, the defenders will not be able to react quick enough. Ark Elite getting aggressive down the center, though.
I may try to push for uplink.
Joe should be able to call this out. Oh, Sir Wilson not confirming Joe. Now looking for Mel. 2 attackers have made it to White House now. This is going to be really dangerous for the defenders. That is not an angle you want to give them. The defenders staying really tight on objective here. Sir Wilson confirming Joe and El Vegas connecting Ark from the corner. Sir Wilson and Toasty now fighting. In the meantime, we've got the White House Magnet Sniper looking for the angle as well. The defense effectively surrounded now, with 2 in White House and 2 now at Center Hotel. It's not looking good for them. Only 3 defenders left, even though it says 4 at the top. We might have had a drop during the round that I didn't quite catch. Very unfortunate for Toaster Strudels right now. They need all the manpower right now. Mel the Great gonna need to catch this, though. If they take down Mel... Oh, Toasty downing Sir Wilson. C4 not finding anybody. Magnet going for the back door. Doesn't quite make it, though. This defense is holding strong. Toasty now taking down Little Leo. And Toaster Strudels taking the first round as Worldwide Warriors run out of time. Man. Worldwide Warriors just not pushing in fast enough, and Toaster Strudels holding down their angle strong. Not getting too picky, waiting for the attackers to cross into the open. As we add a point to the away team. Oh man, these 48 connoisseurs might be getting a little sweaty here. Toaster Strudels holding their own. We'll see if they manage to hold that momentum or not. But that was a really good defense. Like I said, they didn't get too peaky. They held their angles. They had some really powerful positions here with El Vegas and Toasty in this blue room holding these crosses. Catching people in the back. Very powerful. I think Toaster Strudels might have actually had a drop as well, which put them on the back end, but they held it strong. And with Joe going down, not sure how much information he was able to give out or how that played into the map or into that round. As we wait, take a quick look at this leaderboard. Come back into the gameplay as I am determined to not leave this overlay up a single time. This is my first cast, and I'm going to make sure that this overlay stays down during the rounds. As we move in to round number 2. Looks like we had the same spawn coming out of Marsoc as last round.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, you're up there.
I'm not. Yeah. Okay.
Right. You're up there, Liam. I'm
Alright,
up
go.
there.
We'll see how differently Toaster Strudels decides to play this. And what positions Worldwide Warriors end up taking. Magnet appears to be coming back in with the sniper. Suppressed 12x. See how powerful that comes into play. Some early fire from Eerie. Ooh. Weird camera. Not quite connecting with anybody, unfortunately. I'm not sure what Toasty was shooting at. Vegas calling out the sniper. Ooh, interesting spot for the sniper to take. Up here by the rock. Called out really early. This is going to be very risky. Might get caught out here. Shots onto Magnet. Don't connect. This could prove very powerful, though. If he doesn't get taken down, he could catch a lot of attackers coming out from these long crosses. Iravati opting to do a solo push in the far east. Arc and Elite on objective. I'm sorry, Elite Naughty on objective. Little opting to take that back sniper building. And Sir Wilson in the center hotel. The attackers are going for some picks before they move up. 2 of them taking North Hotel. 2 moving for West Street. And then Iravati pulling up on these hills. Just trying to get some kills before they make their final assault inward. Oh, Iravati getting picked off by Sir Wilson in center hotel. He is resable, however, very far away from the rest of his team. Unlikely that the res will come out. Another sniper shot from Magnet coming out. Getting down Joe Cheser. Barely missing that shot. Looked like, yeah, he got him all the way in North Hotel. Allowing Magnet to get up here into the far west stables is not...
I can see.
Not good for the attackers. This is very powerful for him, as he's going to be really tough to spot out. And is now down to a 2v5. Toaster Strudels on the back burner here now. El Vegas in a really peculiar situation. Oh, Sir Wilson sniping Mel with the G36 from Center Hotel onto North Hotel. Oh, Magnet also getting some shots onto El Vegas. Managing to hurt him as you hear that Roblox oof coming out. El Vegas talking to only 2 down members. Nade coming out. Doesn't quite connect. Sir Wilson looking for the shot. And he catches him. Worldwide Warriors taking round number 2. Bringing this to a tie 1-1 as we move objectives to this helicopter bungalow position. Wow. As we give the home team a +1. That was a beautiful hold. Downfall. Proving its position as a very powerful defensive Volk-sided map. As we are so far trading the Volk rounds. Hope all the audio and video sounds are coming out nice. Glad to see everybody here in chat. All right. I'm sure 6 minutes into the future, y'all will have your various comments as we take a quick look at the game. And a look at this leaderboard. Sir Wilson coming in with the 5 kills. Absolutely showing Toaster Strudels that Worldwide Warriors came here to win. As I say that, we are moving in to round number 3 of map number 1, Downfall, in this Season 11, Week 1 Rookie Bronze match.
Across Yes, two-story behind this one.
Some last-minute
If you're
defensive
downstairs, then you watch
positions
right.
coming out here.
That's
Worldwide Warriors taking that northeast spawn. Might get some early lines here and pick off a couple if the defense isn't careful. Mel the Great moving into this helicopter two-story position. Oh, Joe Chesser might get caught out from the far east hill up there, northeast. And Magnet with the sniper shot. Getting Joe. I'm loving to see these new teams bringing out the sniper. I absolutely enjoy seeing how the sniper position gets played, as we don't see a whole bunch of them coming out from other teams. We had a bit of a slowdown. As I say that, Sir Wilson looking for a pick onto Center Hotel or Helicopter Bungalow. Now down to a 4v4. Magnet still taking that far northeast hill. This could prove powerful. However, if the defense doesn't get too peaky and he doesn't move up fast, we could see a timeout, as these downfall snipers have to be wary of the time. They have to be moving up. They cannot lag behind, otherwise they will end up last alive on the team and running out of time, if they're not careful. Some trade shots here over in the north. Not finding anybody. Sniper shots coming out. Not landing onto Toasty. And we're kind of at a stalemate here. If the defense decides to tuck in and not peek these angles, as I say that, Toasty's looking for it. The attackers are going to have to move up. With just under 4 minutes on the clock, they do have time to do it, though. Oh, and Toasty finding Naughty, only downing him, though. Needs to get the confirm. He calls it out as a kill. Sir Wilson taking him down before he gets the confirm. Naughty now wide open for a revive. Mel the Great holding this westerly angle, waiting for somebody to rotate around the building. He's very close to the window, though. That'll make him a little bit easier to spot out. And again, back to a stalemate. Sir Wilson not reviving Naughty Shore.
Yeah, we do need to run over here if anyone can come down with it.
Might not have a syringe available. And now 2.5 minutes. The attackers eating up a lot of time here. Magnet has moved up. Very smart in this situation, as they're about to have final push, but he crosses an open lane and Irabadi makes quick work of him. Little Leo now lagged behind a little bit over in North Hotel, looking for an angle onto this second-story helicopter position. But Mel the Grey is actually on the ground floor, not exposed to that. Sir Wilson looking for the shots, can't quite pass Irabadi, but Irabadi catches him in the cross. Now down to a 3v1.5. Little Leo off in the North Hotel, little far behind and only 90 seconds on the clock. He's going to have to get a move on here. Naughty Shore's still down on the stairs out there. Another bipod coming in. We're seeing a lot of bipods coming out from Worldwide Warriors here.
Yeah, latex and firearm version sensor.
Not a common attachment
We've got
in the higher
we've got
ranks.
under, just over minutes.
Call-outs coming out. Not really talking to anybody, though. He has seen on his tablet that Naughty Shores is last light. Oh, but Naughty Shores bleeds out, leaving little Leo all by his lonesome. And I think he's just discovered that. Almost gets caught out by Iravati again.
Okay, yeah, I'm getting shot from Center Hotel.
He's making callouts and proning, but again, he is the last one alive and does not have time for this. He needs to be checking his tablet and realize that a push is all he's got left. And the beep timer coming out now, gonna let him know. Getting suppressive fire, but Iravati rotated and Mel catching Leo, reacting onto those shots. Toaster Strudels taking round number 2. As we pop back into the scoreboard here. Again, Worldwide Warriors just taking a little bit too long in their push and using all of their resources in the north. They had no flankers, so it was really easy for the defenders to just hold their lines, as they didn't really have to worry about the south at all. Some of them did get caught out early, which was dangerous for them, but the remaining defenders held their angles. They stayed tucked. I would say Iravati was still a little peaky, but he was very safe about it in the center hotel, getting those nice long shots. And again, he wasn't worried about the south because the whole attacking force was in the north. So exposing him to the south to get those long peaks wasn't that big of an issue for him. And again, onto the Volk win. We'll see if that momentum continues to come forth. And my chat giving me false accusations of bad audio. Rude. As we hop back into the gameplay view, once again ensuring that you guys catch all of the action and the overlay is not blocking anything whatsoever. And as I say that, we are actually hopping into round number 4 on this map 1 downfall in the 3-map series. For anybody new joining us who is unfamiliar with Onward, this is a 5v5 tactical milsim shooter. The best comparison I can give you is this is a search and destroy mode, where the defending Volk team must defend this satellite uplink, and the Marsoc blue attacking team must reach it and type in a 7-digit code that they have on their tablet. This is a virtual reality game, so all the players you see are in VR headsets. Everything that their character is doing, they are doing in real life, minus the running, of course, done through joysticks. But their crouching and positions are done in real life. Sir Wilson getting really aggressive here in North Hotel. Magnet picking one up with the PKM, not taking a sniper this round, interestingly enough. Sir Wilson might get the shot onto Cheser here. Oh, he sees him, and he catches him in the back. The aggression paying off for him. Iravati rotating very far south, coming in for the flank. Naughty might have actually spotted that.
Yeah.
What's he running? The SKS with the 2x flip sight. Might have caught Iravati. Ooh, shot from Sir Wilson, who has now commandingly taken North Hotel. now down to a 5v3. Toaster Strudels now down to just a southward attack. Ooh, shots from the SKS from Naughty onto the southern push. Doesn't connect. Oh, Vegas moving his way up here to lower dumpster. Toaster Strudels popping out. Arc Elite down Sir Wilson into North Hotel. Unaware that his teammate had actually taken that position. You actually downed your own teammate there, Arc. Toasty and El Vegas now moving up. Sir Wilson now effectively out of the match, as nobody's going to risk rotating to that North Hotel for the revive.
Oh, he's not.
Interesting little snake movement coming out. 3 minutes on the clock. They do have time for this. Trying to avoid the eyesight of Naughty Shore. If Naughty Shore peeks out, he might just catch them, though. A very comfortable position for the likes of El Vegas, as we commonly see him on the ground, usually playing dead. Oh, El Vegas getting caught from the Magnet. Off in the side. Magnet also downing Toasty. Arc Elite downing Magnet. Arc playing Imposter. Right now, the MVP for Toaster Strudels, as he is now down 2 of his teammates. And the shot from Naughty Shore catch Iravati. Worldwide Warriors taking this Volt defense round. Despite Arc being paid off and playing double agent for Worldwide Warriors, they managed to take the defensive round. And apparently the overlay did not go down. Excuse me? Well, unfortunate, guys, even though I said I would not leave the overlay up, it did not go down for me. Either that or it... Oh, wait, no, it did go down. Never mind, guys. Do not listen to me. I'm doing my job perfectly. Looks like we did have a drop from Worldwide Warriors. In fact, it was Arc Elite, who is no longer in the game. Not quite sure. His team may or may not have picked him after that previous performance. Oh, man. Oh, no. I'm wondering if he actually dropped, if he rage quit, or if his team kicked him. I guess we'll find out if he returns here into the next round, which will be round number 5. Back to a 2-2. If this keeps up, Toaster Strudels will take this map and have these connoisseurs sweating a little bit. Again, 48 popularity vote to Worldwide Warriors to take this. Sir Wilson and Magnet came to defend the honor of those 48 people. Still waiting on Arc Elite to return, or possibly a sub-in, or to run a 4v5. We actually did have an objective move once again. Go ahead and hop in gameplay and take a quick look at this. This is actually a new objective. Was originally at the helicopter here, but they opted to move it to, I mean, basically the same position as this one, just on the other side of this helicopter bungalow building. relatively similar defensive styles. However, I'm sure you can actually cap from inside of here. So that could prove dangerous. Looks like Arc Elite will not be returning to the fight, and we are doing a 4v5 Worldwide Warriors, losing a member. As we move in to round number 5. I'm curious to see the meta defenses. Wow, the defenders spawn pretty far from the objective, it seems like. Down here in South Brothel. The attackers getting this southeastern spawn. They're gonna get some early height advantage here. We'll see if that comes into play. Iravati looking for the shots. Early shots from Worldwide Warriors, not landing on anybody. Looking for Joe Cheser, it looks like. Let's take a quick look at this angle that Sir Wilson is taking. Long angle. He's catching all this movement. Not connecting with anybody, but as I say that, Sir Wilson downs Joe Cheser. Nightshore also looking for some action. Take a quick look at where he got shot from. Very long angle to hit with that holographic. Smoke onto Joe will allow Mel to get the revive. The attackers investing all of their efforts into the south approach right now. More sniper shots coming out from the EBR. El Vegas taking a cheeky ambush spot in this corner. If anybody tries to rotate on this west wall, they're going to have to deal with them. Again with the bipod magnet, trying to catch one in the tower. Oh, a bipod and a foregrip.
Leo, where you at?
He is doubling up on the accuracy here, guys.
Pushing left to the dumpster.
Magnet determined to not miss any shots, whether he is stationary or on the move.
This is really not a good spot for okay, I see one.
Not a meta choice at all. Very interesting. I'm wondering if he actually passed around drum mags. I'm wondering if Worldwide Warriors is aware of that ability. Sir Wilson not holding any drum mags, and Naughty Shore actually has an EBR, so he won't have any drum mags.
Left. I think one pushed that way.
So Magnet did not pass out any. Interesting choice. Sir Wilson might have benefited from it, taking those pre-fire lines early on. Oh, Toasty almost TKing. Or, I'm sorry, Naughty Shore almost TKing, but Toasty now taking down Sir Wilson. Very good shot from Naughty, I must say. Very quick, fast reflexes onto his teammate. Oh, Toasty finding Magnet at that long angle. But the revive comes out. The 2x site doing Toasty good right now. Naughty Shore maintaining this flank approach, though. If he gets inside Helicopter Bungalow there, Toasty picking off Little Leo in the south. If Naughty Shores manages to make this cross and gets into Bungalow, he could cap from in there. Joe Cheser gonna be the one to have to catch this. El Vegas might be able to catch it if he's looking that way. However, he appears to be focused on the west road approach. And we're kind of at a stalemate here. At a 2v5. Magnet still in the White House. 2 minutes on the clock. They're going to have to make a move on. As I say that, Mel the Great gets Naughty Shore as he makes a really risky cross. Now down to just Magnet. Oh, it looks like he actually did pass out a drum right there.
Go on, peek that window.
To Leo, if I recall correctly.
That window.
Magnet trying to will into existence Toasty peeking that window. And he actually peeks it after Magnet rotates off of position. Oh, a nice quick reflex onto Toasty from Magnet, and then gets caught out in the crossbite here to body. Toaster Strudels maintaining the defensive wins as they take their third point on map number 1. Man, this is just, I said, back and forth, back and forth. I'm really curious to see if this continues even into the next maps. These teams just struggling to penetrate each other's defensives, as the long process on these maps are just so hard to deal with. I'm not seeing a lot of smoke, and I'm not seeing a lot of suppressive fire. Those are key on this map. Without suppression and without smokes, you would be hard pressed to make it across these lines. Take a quick look at the scoreboard as we move in to the gameplay. Now, I am not a mod or anything, just a caster, but I believe that with the current setup that's happening right now, Toaster Strudels should technically drop a reservist and make this a 4v4. As Worldwide Warriors only have 4, Toaster Strudels running the 5 with 2 reservists. But as the caster, I am just here to catch the action and watch people shoot each other. And as I say that, we move in to round number 6. The defense looks like they're going to do a very fast split up here. And the offense opting to send one way south, and the other, actually 2 of them have split into the center, and the other 2 moving north. Naughty Shores gonna be the one to aggro this. As I say that, North Bungalow Magnet looking for the snipe shots. Ooh, Naughty Shores also looking for the action. Shot from Sir Wilson as he gets aggressive once again to North Hotel. Is now caught in a really peculiar situation. 2v1 out in the open. Smoke comes out like I was talking about. Might find Mel. Can't quite land the shots though. Shot from Magnet. Looking for Mel. Just following him in a line. Can't quite seem to catch his shots. Sir Wilson now fighting. Unfortunate that Magnet couldn't catch those kills. Sir Wilson getting aggressive here. I was zoomed in, that's why I was having trouble. Joe and Mel tactically making their way up here. Oh, Sir Wilson and Mel trade. Joe.
I'm knocked. Oh, yeah, he's gonna get revoted.
The execution. Pretty sure that was breaking the Geneva Convention right there. We just witnessed a war crime, people. Ooh, Magnet finally landing his shots with the PKM. Oh, no wonder. He has a PKM with a 4X. Beautiful shot.
Hopefully.
Really non-meta loadouts coming out in this match. Especially from Magnet. Again, with the foregrip and a bipod. Using up a lot of points for accuracy. Little Leo and Iravati currently going at it. I don't know if Little Leo realizes he's being shot in the butt. He is hiding himself from that window now. Oh, Iravati. Trying to catch Naughty. He sees the barrel, but doesn't have any flesh he can shoot. Might be looking for the hand. Oh, this is going to be a really tight shot if he manages it. Oh, just barely. Missing out on getting shot here. Joe Cheser making the push. Magnet aware of this possibility. Looking for this rotation. Oh, but will he be ready for this? Trying to find the sight hold. He's peeking the window. Joe takes a shot but doesn't connect. Magnet now aware of his location. Trading shots here in the north. Shots from Naughty onto Vegas. Finding their mark with the SKS. Toasty trying to suppress Center Hotel. Joe Cheser and Magnet still fighting it out.
Can someone confirm it's clear?
Toasty still looking for Naughty up there. Oh, and he finds him in Iravati. Pushing behind Little Leo. Not sure if Leo's going to hear this. Less than 2 minutes on the clock. Joe Cheser finds Magnet. Now down to just Leo. Way off of objective. If Iravati keeps Leo distracted long enough, Joe Cheser could go for this cap. And we could see a Marsoc win here.
Yeah, I'm outside the building. They're wide open. You can go cap. You can go cap. They're wide open. Yeah, come down.
Oh, Little...
behind this building right here.
Little Leo hears this. I think he was just trying to bait Leo. Or, yeah, I think Iravati was just trying to bait Leo, and Iravati gets the peek. Toaster Strudels successfully taking map number 1. Beautiful work. We saw the Volk trades and up until the very end with Toaster Strudels clinging on to that Marsoc round. And now we are actually moving into, I believe it is cargo. Yes, we have moved in to cargo. Stand by, guys, because I'm not sure if cargo's in the map. Just 1 second here. I could be wrong about that. Probably am. No, it appears cargo is actually not in the map pool. Not quite sure how that will be handled, but I will get these team names in and we will get things sorted out. As we've got Worldwide Warriors starting out on the Volk side. And on the Marsoc side, we have Toaster Strudels. Go ahead and get underway on cargo. Starting off with the diamond objective, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the team captains a message. Again, these are rookie teams, so they are not fully aware of everything in the ongoings of the VRML. Plus, these rotating map pools are new. So, no complete fault to them for this. Letting the team captain know that cargo is not an option currently. And we will get this sorted out. Jump. Sorry for the delay, everyone. These are the kinds of things that happen every once in a while. And they are going to move lobbies. I'm going to throw us into a quick intermission while we get the next map sorted out. Stand by, everyone. All right, everyone, welcome back. We have gotten everything sorted very quickly, thankfully, as we move into quarantine. One of my favorite aesthetic maps. Ooh. And what a treat. We have one of the brand new objectives to start out with. Go ahead and hop into this gameplay view. This far south white car objective. No meta around this objective at all developed yet. So very interested to see how rookie teams opt to play this, having no strong meta towards any of the other objectives, like possibly hospital objective could provide a similar defense. Maybe even garage objective could have a couple similar spots. But without those metas to work off of, this is a tough objective, both to attack and to defend, really, as any defensive spot you take, watching inward or outward, is pretty exposed. So we'll see how compact the teams opt to be on objective while we get the team names going here. The Toasters, winners of map 1, and are actually the underdogs for this match. Sub 5 people voting that they would take this. They're already on their high heels with the first map win. Worldwide Warriors gonna have their work cut out for them here. if they want to satisfy the 48 people that voted for them. It looks like all of the members may be in the lobby. We still have a 5v4 going. We'll see if that shifts or not. Looks like we are... Looks like we got the 4v4 now. As one of the reservists have dropped from Toaster Strudels. Keeping it within the rules here. And that will probably be the last roster change as these teams form up their strategies to face off in map number 2. With this new objective, I'd imagine we're going to see 1, maybe even 2 holding up in this building south of hospital. We'll probably see at least 1 hit up this rooftop. That's a pretty favorite spot. I'm curious if anybody tries to hold a position down here in the dunes, or if they opt to hold it late and just wait for them to make crosses. Toaster Strudels gonna have their work cut out for them. They have a lot of open spaces to cross, with the most powerful approach likely being from the west, as it provides the most cover on the approach. Waiting on the teams to finalize their strategies here. Again, a very meta-less objective. Gonna be an interesting one. And as I say that, we're going in to round number 1. I personally am really curious to see how these teams play this. As I have not played this objective myself that much. The Marsoc getting that northeast spawn. Doing a very fast push towards objective. They are 4-man squatting this catwalk. You don't see that very often. This catwalk not used a whole lot. Oh wow, they are all up there looking for Sir Wilson right now. Sir Wilson narrowly avoiding death, as the whole Marsocian team is huddled up here on the catwalk. Mel looking for Wilson. Neither of them finding the kill shot. Mel the Great having to syringe. Smoke comes out on the cross. Lots of smoke used for this position. Oh, that was actually a frag. Sir Wilson has a fight on his hands as he has to face the whole team. Oh, Sir Wilson catches 1. Shots from Naughty onto Vegas. And shots from Sir Wilson onto Mel. Toasty now looking for hospital roof, Naughty Shore.
Be careful. Nice.
Now down to a 2v4. Toasty and Vegas gonna have their work cut out for them.
He's still alive.
Ooh, Magnet almost catches Vegas. Sir Wilson all the way up on the 3rd story now. Catches Toasty. And catches Vegas. Sir Wilson with the 4-man ace successfully defends the skeleton building against 4 attackers, giving Worldwide Warriors the first point. Beautiful, beautiful game of whack-a-mole that Sir Wilson just played in that building. Popping up, taking some shots, getting down, popping up, taking some shots, leaving the attackers guessing on where he was going to appear next. Wow. Again, beautiful, beautiful guerrilla tactics right there. And the whole fight took place in the east. Very interesting play that Toaster Strudels brought in with a 4-man full team push out in the east. Leaving Magnet, Sir Wilson, the only ones to see any action. The other half of the Worldwide Warriors team just kind of chilling in the background. We hop in back into the gameplay, take a quick look at the scoreboard. Again, Sir Wilson showing that just because Toaster Strudels took map 1, Worldwide Warriors is not done fighting. Again, the teams are looking to strategize as they are not as familiar with positions on these maps as some of the veterans are. So they are going to use up the 2 minutes to the best of their ability. Looking in. I'm wondering how close you have to get to this objective. I would imagine you'd have to be at least here to actually cap. So really, the only cover for this objective is this white car. It's the only place you're going to be able to cap behind cover. Wondering if satellite goes through the car. It does. I hope this guy has insurance, as this uplink is going to cause a lot of damage to the body of this car. It's going to get scraped up pretty bad. I mean, it's kind of his fault for parking here, as this is just an awful parking job. But at the same time, I hope he has insurance. As I say that, we are moving into round number 2 of map number 2. Toaster Strudels currently in the lead for the series. Let's see how Worldwide Warriors opts to attack with the same spawn once again.
Ooh, holy crap, something.
Defense eagerly waiting to get into position. They are holding strong on the west side. Okay, Joshevs are crossing to the east, but the Marsoc team opting now for a 4-man push towards the west, looking out for any early angles. Toasty might catch one. Oh, he's actually looking more westerly. Drop a camera on him, as we may have to return to him later. Sir Wilson looking for some action up here on North Roof. As I say that, does some weird IRL stuff. Again, these guys are in VR headsets. Everything they do in real life will reflect onto their in-game
Gas
characters
station.
regarding their head position and their hand position. Sir Wilson with the drums this time. I'm assuming Magnet is the one to pass those out with his bipod and foregrip SA-80 with the holographic.
Yeah, building.
Shots from Sir
they're in the
Wilson.
Little, in the little windows. In the little windows. One of them at least. I've seen one.
He's actually talking about Mel way in the south
down.
there.
Not dead.
Looks like Chesser may risk a cross back towards objective here. Could be really dangerous with Sir Wilson holding this line.
In the building with all the windows that you're on about with the balls.
Ooh, looking for him on hospital roof. Doesn't quite connect. Toasty finding Magnet. Looking for a second. Little.
Oh my
Taking
God.
a little bit of fall damage there. Sir Wilson catches Joe on the cross. Very risky move there. Toasty finding Little Leo now. Having down 2 in the west. Can't get the confirms. Now down to a 2v3. Oh, he does manage to get the confirm onto Leo. Magnet still resable though.
Where is he at? I don't know.
Oh, Mel barely catching Naughty down on the tail. Toasty now looking for Sir Wilson on north roof. Opting to rotate towards the east side. Narrowly dodging the shots from Toasty.
Watch out, he's going flank, I think. Not the dude behind airplane.
Marsoc opting to do a split. Possibly going to try and pinch on this objective. Naughty coming in from the west and Sir Wilson in the east. The east being pretty wide open. El Vegas still resable. I'm surprised Toaster Strudels aren't rotating for this, as he's pretty open to be revived. As I say that, Sir Wilson takes out Toasty, but Mel gets the refrag.
-1.
Now, really needs to be going for this revive onto Vegas. Not quite sure why he hasn't yet. We'll see if he peeks out and catches Naughty as he tries to rotate and pick up Magnet. Mel the Great picking up a syringe now. Still not going for the revive. And is now scavenging his teammate while Naughty Shores is wide out in the open. Naughty Shores now has an open line to rotate towards objective. Melagray opting to just stare at objective from the back wall here. Naughty Shores making his push. I think Mel might be having some tracking issues. Naughty Shores now directly below Mel the Great. If Mel the Great pops over the ledge, he could get this kill. With just under 60 seconds left, Naughty Shore does not have the time to be clearing all this out. He needs to commit to a push. I guess he is pretty close to objective, but this is the last rotation he's going to be able to make. I don't think he's aware that Mel is up here. El Vegas gonna catch this. He needs to get the call out. But Naughty Shore has a wide open cross to make to the objective. Mel will be able to catch this and possibly shoot him in the back. Oh, El Vegas isn't actually down. Oh, he's playing dead. How did I not catch that? Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Classic El Vegas move to play dead. However, Worldwide Warriors runs out of time. I should have... I don't know what I was thinking, guys. Obviously, El Vegas would be playing dead. Obviously. He fooled me. That's why they weren't going for the revive. Because he wasn't downed. And because he didn't actually get the kill or give away that he was there. Toaster Strudels, I'm sorry. Worldwide Warriors don't know yet that that's a trick of his, so he could actually use it again in a later round. Man, I should have realized that he was just playing dead. Obviously. As we hop back into the scoreboard and give the much needed point to Toaster Strudels. And as I say that, we are actually moving into the next round. So let's pop right back out of this overlay so we can catch all the action. As we move objectives again, another new objective, the far west objective around or inside of these Tesco boxes.
If I die,
Let's see how the defense opts to hold this down. Marsot getting the north spawn.
depending on where they spawn, I might be able to kill them all.
Magnet looks like he's gonna get
Unless the fucking
some early fighting coming up here. Running the PKM, bipod, and foregrip. He's going for the roof. Oh, if he takes this and catches this team off guard, this could be nuts. El Vegas is not going to be ready for this. He has successfully made it to crash rooftop. Opting not to peek over, though. He's making a lot of callouts, though. There's a lot of noise. And with the 4X, he might not be ready for a close engagement like Vegas. And I'm pretty sure Vegas is actually going to hear this. Full team push coming out of the far west. Toasty picking up Nightshore. He's going to do the drop. He gets Toasty. If he peeks over, he might catch another two. Just some blind fire over the edge. If he had a grenade, this could be a 3 kill. He picks up Joe. Picks up Mel. Vegas, now the last one alive. Magnet pulling the Assassin's Creed murder streak from the rooftop.
I was wiped free of the mount. Was one.
Vegas, once again, last on the side of Toaster Strudel. Vegas a little bit confused by all this movement, not quite sure where Magnet might be. Vegas, get comfortable once again on the ground. If Magnet drops down, he'll be right in the line of fire of Vegas. Vegas catches Wilson. Oh, what a turnaround. Wow. Just a 180 spin flip right onto him. While he was prone even. The fast reflexes. Bringing the point to Worldwide Warriors. And Magnet just wrecking house from this crashed rooftop. Without utility, without a grenade getting up there, they were sitting ducks in this alleyway for Magnet to just rain the PKM right down onto their helmets. Very, very good positioning from Magnet. As we hop back into the gameplay view and take a quick look at the scoreboard, Sir Wilson once again showing up to play. And Magnet with this 3-piece on this round. I have to imagine Sir Wilson's back is hurting a little bit from that spin around that he got. That flick shot onto El Vegas. I mean, he turned around so fast, I'm sure he popped something. Man. As we steadily await round number 4. Man. Once again, thank you all for joining me in my first ever official VRML cast. Bringing in this Worldwide Warriors versus Toaster Strudels. And as I talk, we come in to round number 4. Overlay is already down. Ready for everybody's viewing experience to be just right in the gameplay view. Marsoc getting the far east spawn now. We'll see if any of these crosses on the streets get locked down. It's like 2 of the Marsocians have made it into the south already. The other 2 splitting off more in the central on North Street. Toasty might see some quick action here.
Behind cargo building.
He manages to spot the cross and is now waiting. Might see little Leo here in the window. And Wilson goes for the shots, doesn't connect. Sir Wilson and Leo dropping immediately. Toasty rotating off the shots now. And we still have that north push. Gonna be a little while before anything comes out of that. Oh, but Toasty gets aggressive onto the corner, exposing himself to 2 Marsocs. Sir Wilson getting the kill there, opening up this approach with only Mel to hold it down. Drop a camera there. As we move over to Magnet and Naughty. Now looking for some action from Impact. Joe Cheser prone right near objective. That south push opting to take hospital rooftop. See if they can catch any more picks. Joe Cheser, Naughty Shore exchanging fire. Doesn't quite catch anybody, but Magnet's gonna rotate onto it and catches Joe. Good return fire, bringing this to a 2v4. And Magnet picking up Mel, opening up the south push now. Just down to El Vegas. El Vegas has a long line, but if the offense... Oh, he got just possibly 2? He catches 2 of them. After a lot of shots, Sir Wilson making a push towards the cap. Oh, he's right behind the Escos if he's quick enough. Oh, he pulls out his gun, goes for the kill. We're fighting right on objective, and as he's healing, Sir Wilson makes the push. Worldwide Warriors taking point number 3. Beautiful attack strategy coming out from Worldwide Warriors, getting the picks. El Vegas making an dutiful attempt to bring back the win. Wasn't quite enough. Picks up 2, exchanges fire with Wilson, has to heal, but he stops the cap, allowing them to come back for another round on this map. Toaster Strudels gonna have their work cut out for them to make up for the lost ground in this 1v3. Worldwide Warriors might take this map, bringing it to a decider map into map number 3. We're gonna go ahead and hop right back into the gameplay here and take a look at the leaderboard. Sir Wilson with the 9 kills. Naughty Shore and Little Leo just watching as Sir Wilson shows up.
Oh, yeah. Leo, can you go in the little track? Can you go in the little track? Yeah.
As we move in to round number 5. Again, the overlay has been put down already, so we are good to go there. Ready for the action.
Yeah, you can play later. When I'm done.
Looks like we have a secondary from, I believe, Mel wanting to play.
Hey, I'm gonna break up with you just slightly.
But we have an all-important VRML match underway, as that will have to take priority. El Vegas spearheading this 4-man assault. Sir Wilson waiting on the rooftop. Are they all playing follow the leader into the lower deck? They are. El Vegas being the captain here, while also being the reservist. They are dutifully following his lead. Mel the Great gonna go for the peak. Naughty Shore quick on the trigger. Oh, Vegas gets the revive. Magnet once again up on that rooftop. And Sir Wilson in hospital once again as well. And then Naughty Shore in the center, burning second story. There are 3 angles that they could get engaged from coming out of this hole. Not the hole you want to pop out of right now. Joe Cheser spearheading up through the mall, goes for the rotate. Sir Wilson picking up El Vegas from the rooftop. Magnet looking for Cheser. Sir Wilson getting the final kill, while Naughty Shore picks up Mel in the hole once again. Now down to just Toasty, opting to rotate for the El Vegas revive. The actual El Vegas revive this time, as he is not playing. He is actually downed this time, everybody. There is no tomfoolery going on here. Toasty working off the callouts from Vegas, which are actually incorrect, as Sir Wilson has pushed up. Toasty's not going to be ready for it. Vegas tries to get the call out, but Toasty not quick enough on the reaction. Worldwide Warriors bringing in the map win, 4-1. Sir Wilson up with a 12-2. Bringing this to a 3rd map match point. Wow. The action intensifies. Curious to see what this 3rd map will turn out to be. Hopefully a lead map this time. With Bazaar and Suburbia banned, and Downfall and Quarantine already being played, we only have the choices of Snow Peak, Subway, USS Quest, and Sand. I'm hoping we'll see a little bit of a variety coming out with Sand or USS Quest. But as I say that, it looks like we are going for another long-range map, as both teams really liking their ranged rifles, it seems. Coming out with Snow Peak. As we pop this up onto the leaderboard here. Or on the scoreboard, I should say. Snow Peak as our map decider. Go ahead and pop in the team names here. Worldwide Warriors coming out on the Marsoc round. Or on the Marsoc side to start with. And first round, we have this central shack outside objective. Very interesting one to defend, I would say, as there are so many points of entry. While very out in the open, still very hard to cover all of them at the same time. I always like to see how compact or how out-push defenses like to be on this map. As we preemptively pop in to the game view to avoid leaving that pesky overlay up. Same roster as last map. Once again, hopping into match decider, as both teams have won a map. This is a best 2 out of 3 series. And here we go. Round number 1 of the decider. Map number 3, Snow Peak. We'll see who takes this.
No.
The Marsoc getting that north spawn on the other side of the bunker.
I thought your game was like freezing.
Looks like El Vegas is gonna tiptoe his way on up to the garage. Dropping a C4 right here. Interesting. We'll see how that comes to play. I wonder why he dropped it so far back. He's gonna hold this relatively meta corner here. However, I'm not sure if Worldwide Warriors will be prepared for it, being relatively inexperienced. Take a quick look at the rest of the defense. Joe Cheser taking position inside the shack. I'm stuck in an invisible wall here, it seems. There we go. I'm not sure if Joe Cheser is aware, but this whole shack is penetrable. Somebody with an LMG could light this shack up and kill him through the metal walls. So he does have to be wary of that. Again, not sure if the newer teams are ready for this. Mel proned wide out in the open. Toasty taking that little crater. El Vegas might see some action here. We're going to go ahead and pop onto him and drop a quick camera as we wait to see how this goes. And Sir Wilson and Little Leo on objective, basically. Gonna have to deal with Mel and Joe. We're gonna drop a camera here as well, as we're gonna have to split our attention. El Vegas opting not to take the shot at the Nitro as he waits for the second guy to appear. Well, I don't know if he caught that behind the sandbags, but we have shooting on objective now. Lil Leo and Sir Wilson facing off. Oh, he catches one. He catches another. Toasty defending Sir Wilson's on objective. Tablet. And he gets the cap. Toasty not opting to peek out and check the objective. Wow. Worldwide Warriors coming right out with the cap. Giving a +2 to the home team. Beautiful sneak up on the objective. The defense not quick enough to call out the approach, and El Vegas being a little bit too far to back that up. Wow. What a beautiful attack. Take a quick look at this leaderboard. Sir Wilson with the fast fingers. Coming out with the cap right under Toasty's nose. What a round. What a round to kick off the match deciding map. That right there is what Worldwide Warriors needed. Toaster Strudels might be feeling a little off their game now. Gonna feel the pressure of that cap right off the bat. I'm curious to see how they deal with that aggression so early on. As I say that, oh, we had a round start, but delayed. And here we go. Moving on to round number 2. Marthok getting the same spawn.
That's a cool knife. Oh,
as the last round.
You scared the life out of me. I was like,
Sorry for scaring you, bud. I had to teleport over here to see what was going on. My bad. El Vegas, once again, getting the early lead. The defense are all kind of clustered around the Hesco boxes. Not quite sure if they have fully decided how they're gonna set up. A Magnet picking up Joe Cheser.
Why the fuck would they do that?
Sir Wilson
Yeah, there's another one there. I killed him.
looking for some action as well. All 3 of these defenders. The revive comes out, but Magnet catches the reviver. Only downing him, though. Sir Wilson getting aggressive on the whole team. Actually, one of them has opted to rotate way in the north. The revive comes out, but Magnet catches another. Looks like El Vegas, far away from his team, going for the long flank, while his team dukes it out.
There's another one,
Nade comes out from Sir Wilson, not going to catch anybody. Oh, and Toasty catches AK-5C, catches Sir Wilson with the AK-5C, punishing him for that aggression, and is now down to 3v3. Naughty is now going to push out, as they send one defender at a time. Doesn't quite catch. Semi-auto versus semi-auto. Joe comes out on top, and Magnet then with the refrag shuts him down.
Leo, Wilson's dead. Keep an eye on that area. Don't let them flank me.
Joe proving himself to be the superior semi-auto rifle user.
I think last one's on me. I don't know that. Keep an eye out.
Improper kill count, calling out the last guy. However, there is still another El Vegas coming in from the side. From the west. Oh, Toasty catches Magnet. Now down to Leo. Last man on objective. Leo dutifully holding his position. Gonna have his work cut out for him, as El Vegas could do the exact same thing they did to Toasty. Lil Leo catches Toasty. Oh, Vegas could sneak up on this cap. He's going to see the legs through the door. Is he going to go for the kill or is he going to go for the cap? He's going to go for the cap. Right behind the tree. Oh, he tries it, but little Leo peeks out just in time to catch El Vegas' leg. El Vegas opting not to go for the kill. Unfortunate time. If Leo hadn't peeked out, that could have been a cap. Worldwide Warriors take it. Take a quick look at this leaderboard. What a beautiful defensive play at the end there, with Leo barely catching that attack or that cap. The defense playing really aggressively. They lost a lot of people they probably shouldn't have. Pushing out, getting way too aggressive. The Marsoc just really holding up a line, managing to shut those attack or those aggressors down. Pop into the gameplay right as we are moving on to the next round. Round number 3. A quick look. We do have the tunnel side objective this time.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
And we're gonna have a quick spawn, it looks like. The attacking team opting, or not opting, but taking this garage spawn. A mag gets wasted as the drum trade comes out. Sir Wilson gonna be the spearhead of this. Vegas in a nice sneaky ambush spot right here. Shot coming out onto Joe, cashes him. Toasty peeking out for the attack, gets the refrag. Magnet gets Joe, and Toasty catches Magnet. This full team push coming out of this door. Toasty might opt for a flank here. Going for the revive. Revive comes out as Mel can't see them through the smoke. Little narrowly making it across. Now the full team assault coming in from the other side. Will Toasty be ready for this? Gets caught in the side. 5 minutes on the clock, and they are on objective, basically. They have plenty of time to do whatever they want. Naughty Shore still aggressing this doorway. El Vegas dutifully waiting for this. Nate comes out. Doesn't catch El Vegas. He is saved by the boxes. And he catches Naughty. And Mel catches Wilson. Leo getting the refrag. Now down to just El Vegas in the corner. Naughty Shore should have called him out. And Little Leo should be well aware of his position. If Leo opted to do a full rotation to the other side tunnel and sneak behind these boxes, he could go for the cap without El Vegas seeing them. With 4 minutes left on the clock, he has the time to do it if he went all the way around. Leo just holding an angle, waiting for them to get aggressive, and we are at a stalemate now. El Vegas, once again, playing dead. Everything sprawled out, all of his stuff on the ground, but the gun just close enough for him to quickly grab it as you see his hand motioning. signature L Vegas. Little Leo, too scared to come out of this door. Again, if he were to wrap around here, come around, and come to the other side, he could make it out that door onto these boxes and crawl his way up, and El Vegas would not see it. El Vegas might catch him as he runs across that little pipe opening, but other than that, Leo could cap this, but instead he is opting to just hold this angle. I don't think he really knows what he wants to do here. He does have the 2x. He's gonna peek the same angle. He should know where El Vegas is. Oh man. El Vegas gets up. Goes for the kill and he gets him. Toaster Strudels putting a point on the board on map number 3. El Vegas waking up from his quick little nap and giving them a point. Could this be the Toaster Strudel comeback of the century? Stay tuned and find out as they put their point up. We'll hop back into the gameplay view and take a quick look at this leaderboard while we await for the next round. Thank you everyone for staying tuned. I know there is another cast, I believe, on VRML 1 happening as well. So if you want some more high-tier action, make sure you're tuning into that either singularly or through multi-stream if you want to also catch the action from here. As we wait this highly anticipated, possibly match point coming out here, and the countdown comes out. Moving in to round number 4. Overlay is dropped already, as we are prepared for optimal viewing experience.
And then we'll have to play another game next week, 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 another game next week.
What if we
Until they fucking
league?
October.
Yeah.
That was a lot of games that you just spelled out, Wilson. I didn't quite catch all that. Oh, quick spawn coming out. I don't know if Magnet and Leo are gonna be ready for this. Oh, they decide to turn around. Good choice. That's 4 Marsakians right there, and the nade comes out. That will give away this push, though. This is gonna be the danger zone, this doorway right here. Joe Cheser making his way with the OEG sight on the M249. Shots ringing out from Leo down the hallway. Not quite landing. Take a quick look at this approach here. Sir Wilson gonna risk it, and he gets caught by Toasty. Vegas watching for a flank. Doesn't appear to be one coming out, though. Cheser rotating back to group up with his team once again. Oh, Magnet. Gonna see some action here. Oh, and I got there right as he gets caught by Mel. Was not prepared to end up right in the face of two Marsakians. Naughty Shore watching the objective very closely. Now down to a 4v2. Looking mighty good for a Toaster Strudel comeback. Naughty Shore is taking the same spot as Vegas last round. Oh, frag's gonna come out. Oh! Oh no! Could have been a good frag.
What was that?
Unfortunate botched grenade. James Boak would be crying right now. Joe Cheser. Still aggressing this objective. In fact, he's pretty far off from his team. Little Leo gonna be the one to fight this, and the trade comes out. Down to just Naughty Shore to defend against 4 attackers. I've been saying Naughty Shore this whole time. It's actually Not Shore. Not Sure 2505. Ha, I get it. I get it. If Toaster Strudels, again, does the same thing I described last round and go around to the back end, this could be a cap. Oh my goodness. They're right on top of him. He's gonna wait. He's gonna wait for the other 3 to show themselves. Oh my god. He gets 6. Oh, and the crate comes out and he gets 3 Toaster Strudels. Getting this point as he almost catches the 3K with an SKS. Wow. He played that pretty smart as he waited for the other 3 to show themselves. Oh my goodness. That... I have no words. The fact that that almost paid off. The fact that El Vegas didn't check his own spot. I mean, that... Wow. It almost worked. If he had a rifleman class or a specialist class, you know, something fully auto, that could have gone the other way. But as I say that, we go into the next round. Make sure we get this overlay down into round number 5.
Where's Joe at?
I'll be here by myself.
As we now have the hangar objective in the north. This one's going to be a little bit dicey to defend with only 4 people.
I was the one who got that last
And the
kill.
attacker's getting the quick spawn in the north. We'll see if they get any early picks here.
I can see them.
Sir Wilson laying down the fire, not connecting with anybody though.
I've got them pinned. They may be holding positions now, but we can push. Best ability.
Sir Wilson correct, as most of them have stopped peeking. But now they're actually getting a little bit risky over by that tower. Vegas looking for the shot. Take a quick look at his angle.
Like here?
Playing,
No, you should go inside the objective.
doing some yoga up on the hill here.
He's left side, outside hangar.
The attacker's looking for some
I
picks.
think I just saw a head pop up. You know kind of where the door is, then box is just there.
Yeah, you did. I see him, I see him, I see him.
Yep.
Sir Wilson looking for the kill. Toasty
Proper.
getting really peeky on the boxes.
Gonna push around.
Now aware that he's being watched. Ooh, if Sir Wilson gets this rotation, he might catch Joe in the side if he's not careful. Meanwhile, Shore and Magnet making their way up on the lake to the back of the objective. Shots down onto Joe. Like I said, Sir Wilson catching him in the side. Oh, are they going to be ready for Vegas right here? He catches Shore. Magnet coming for the peak. Doesn't catch Vegas.
I'm not dead. Hey.
Oh, Toasty coming in for the assist. Doesn't catch him. Oh, and Leo actually catches him from the side. But Vegas catches Magnet. Magnet catching Vegas with the trade. Now down to just Mel on objective. Sir Wilson gonna be the first one to aggress this. This could be the match point here. Mel unaware that they traded, thinking there might still be an attacker there. And Mel has his feet exposed through this opening if little Leo picks up on that. Oh, but Sir Wilson. And he catches him. Worldwide Warriors taking the match point of map number 3 and of the series. They came and proved that the 48 people that voted for them were not putting their faith in the wrong people. Worldwide Warriors making a lot of people very happy as the connoisseur ranks come out. Amazing and beautiful rounds from both of these teams. Again, so much non-meta attacks, approaches, loadouts, everything. So interesting to see what these new teams and these new players bring out. And I can't wait to see what more we have to come in Season 11. This is going to be a great season. And I can't wait to catch all this action. I'm so excited to be here as a VRML caster to catch all of this firsthand and get to give everyone these views, these perspectives, and this action with the commentating. Again, thank you all for joining me, but it is time for us to sign off here, and now we have our own match to catch, or at least I have a match to go watch on VRML 1. So let's all hop on over there and check out Trip. GG's, everyone. And once again, thank you for being here. I bid everyone farewell, and I will see y'all in my next cast tomorrow.